think that when it comes to settling the argument of Christianity being man-made versus Islam being made up by a man, we only need to do one simple thing, and that is to compare what Christians believe heaven to be versus what Muslims believe they will receive in heaven.
Alright then, let's hear it.
Starting with Christians, we believe that God will wipe all tears from our eyes and that we will be filled with everlasting joy. Heaven is quite simply the most amazing place, as we will never cease to worship, praise, and bow down to God for all of eternity. Muslims, on the other hand, believe that each man will be gifted with 72 virgins and a male part that never goes unfirmed.
Yeah, I will convert to Christianity today and accept Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior if you can quote me any verse of, of the Quran where it tells us that we're getting 72 virgins. Because it's not mentioned anywhere. What you're referring to is the Hadith. And unlike the Quran, which is written by God, the Hadith, on the other hand, is in fact written by people because they narrated the things that our Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, has told us or did in his everyday life. Now, as for the 72 virgins part, that Hadith is very weak. You see, we have three types of Hadiths. We have authentic ones, weak ones, and fabricated ones. We believe in the authentic ones no matter what because they are narrated by people who were reliable. As for the weak ones, we're not sure whether they're real or not because if they're weak, it means that the narrator was not reliable or somebody in the chain that has passed it on to other people, maybe they were not reliable either. And as for the fabricated ones, we don't believe in them at all. So you're already filled with comparing the Bible to the Quran because you compared it to the Hadiths. That's like me trying to compare the Quran with the Torah, but instead comparing it with the Talmud. And as for the 72 virgins Hadith, it's weak, meaning that the majority of us don't even believe in it and don't even expect to get them. Also, when you compare the Christian type of heaven compared to heaven in Islam, of course the Christian one sounded better because you just cherry-picked something from Islam, cherry-picked something from Christianity, compared them, but you did not compare every single detail. In fact, this is one of the things that the Quran tells us about heaven. Had you compared this with what you said about the heaven in Christianity, I don't know if this sounds pretty bad. Let me read it for you. Those who patiently persevere seeking the countenance of their Lord, establish regular prayers, spend out of the gifts that we have bestowed for their sustenance, secretly and openly, and turn off evil with good, for such theirs the final attainment of the eternal home, gardens of perpetual bliss. They shall enter there as well as the righteous among their fathers, their spouses, and their offsprings, and angels shall enter unto them from every gate. Peace unto you, for that you have persevered in patience. How excellent is the final home.